Come on. Good boy. This is Morty, half whippet, half lurcher. New addition to the flat. Won't settle down. Go on lay down. If you own a DJI Mavic Pro drone and you didn't already know, you can actually fly the Mavic Pro drone using your iPhone. About 4 months ago I started experiencing an issue where anytime I plugged the Mavic Pro controller into charge, it would get stuck at 1% and wouldn't hold a charge more than that. As a result, I haven't been able to fly the drone, and I don't have the money at the moment to replace this, which would cost around £300. And the repair process, again, don't have the cash to spend on something like that at the moment. So without the controller functioning, I figured I was unable to fly. About a week ago, and I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, I looked at whether I could fly the drone using a phone on its own and the DJI Go 4 app, and it turns out that you can. What you need to do in order to do that, if you are experiencing similar issues with your controller or your controller's broken for a different reason, is on the drone itself you need to open up the slot where you put the SD card, and inside you'll see a little switch here which says Wi-Fi or RC. You need to flip that to Wi-Fi mode. RC mode is what you use when you want to control it with the radio signal from the controller. Wi-Fi mode lets you set up a Wi-Fi signal from the drone itself. You can find information about that on one of the folding out front wings. Here you've got a little Wi-Fi network name and password. Connect your iPhone to the Wi-Fi signal that the drone kicks out, and then open the DJI Go 4 app, and it will automatically allow you to see what the drone's seeing through the camera. You can then use your phone as a digital controller, which gives you two little thumbsticks on the screen itself in order to fly the drone. I tested this when I first found out about it, just in the garden briefly. I wanted to see how responsive the controls were when you're just using the digital thumbsticks on the phone screen itself. My garden isn't a very big area, so there wasn't a lot of distance I could have taken. But I believe the drone, when you are flying it in Wi-Fi mode, only gives you the ability to go 50 meters high and 80 meters away from wherever you are, which is a nice little safety measure. What I experienced when I was flying is that the signal from the phone to the drone is very unstable and tends to get lost quite a bit. So when you are flying, the drone will be in the air, but you'll lose the signal on your phone, which means you can't control the drone. It does come back fairly quickly, but I found I was, putting the phone up in the air, trying to get a decent distance to the drone in order to recapture the signal. Doesn't feel very safe at all, so I wouldn't recommend flying the drone with the phone if you want to go out and do some adventurous flying, if you want to send the drone out a fair way or up particularly high. By no means is the controller on the phone as capable as the actual controller that comes with the drone. So until I get this repaired or replaced, I'm not going to be doing any adventurous flying. However, it is nice to know that if I do want to capture something, if I've got the drone with me when I'm traveling or I'm on holiday, if there's something specific I like the look of that I want to capture, I can put the drone up briefly, capture the photo and bring it back down in a short flight. So it's nice to know that I've got the ability to actually, take some aerial footage if I need to, before I get this repaired or replaced. I just took the drone out for a walk with my young pup Morty. We just went on a brief walk up to some fields which are nearby in order to test out some features like the active track mode. So you can see here, I got the drone in the air. Active track works not very well when you're not using it with a control pad. The signal was lost, as I've been saying, quite easily, although it did track me a little bit. The surroundings aren't particularly great, so we weren't looking at anything of note. I just wanted to see if it would follow me around. I also set it to follow Morty briefly as well, but he was a little bit too quick for the drone, so as he ran out of frame, the drone couldn't keep up. When you're flying the drone using the phone, the digital sticks don't allow you to move very fast, so all the movement seems to be quite stunted. You can't get the speeds that you can get when you're using the controller by any means, but again, that's not such a bad thing, because you wouldn't want to lose control of the drone while you're using your phone to control it, and then lose a £1,000 drone because you were being a butthead. But about 5 minutes into the flight, where I was trying to take some footage of me and Morty, I lost connection with the phone because the phone battery died. So I'm guessing controlling the Mavic Pro with the iPhone eats up a lot of battery quite quickly. I was on about 60% when we started. We were only flying for like 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes before the battery completely died. 10 seconds after the drone went into take me home mode, fly home mode, whatever it's called. Ascended quite high up, which made me a little bit nervous because the phone was out of battery at that point and I didn't have any signal, and started making its way to where we first took off. In that time, I was able to actually turn on the battery case, get a little bit of charge on my phone, reconnect to the drone via the DJI Go 4 app and land it manually, which I was quite nervous about not being able to do so because I've got a semi-destructive dog running around underneath the drone, and with flashing lights, noises and spinning propeller blades, I was quite concerned that he might get it, but I was able to control it myself, send the dog off a little bit to look for some squirrels, and then land the drone, quickly pack it up, put it back in my bag and head home in order to make this video and discuss it. As I said, it's really nice to know that if you are having issues with the Mavic Pro controller, you can at least fly a little bit, even if your flight is restricted and you're not able to do certain maneuvers or send a drone particularly high or far. It is good to know that you can at least get up in the air and capture some shots if you want to using the phone. However, I would not recommend this as a permanent solution. As soon as I get the money together to get this replaced, I plan on either repairing it or replacing it. I've got a holiday coming up soon where I'll be traveling through Germany, France and Switzerland, so I want to get this repaired so that I can get some, beautiful shots of where we are. So yeah, that's that. I'm still thoroughly enjoying the drone. I don't use it to its full potential, and I'm not using it as much even before the controller broke. I'm not using it as much as I probably should have to justify the spend of £1,000 on a drone. I probably should be, I don't know, making a little bit of money off it or something. I still love flying. I understand at the moment with the whole Gatwick airport fiasco where whoever it was flying the drones in and disrupting the flights. You've got to be very careful. Where I am, I'm very close to an airport, so I wouldn't go flying adventurously anywhere around where I am. You've got to go further away from the airports. But this was just a quick test in a restricted area with restricted flight, restricted distances, just to test out how the phone works as a controller. Thank you for watching. As I keep saying lately, I am trying to grow this channel, so if you do feel like liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, that would be ace. You can also visit my website at www.southwalesaerial.com, where I am curating any images I deem worth sharing that I take with the drone, my trusty A6000, or if I catch a good shot on it, even my iPhone. Prints are available to purchase if you do so wish. If you like any of the images you see there, please feel free to buy something. That's like my dream for 2019, is to make some money using this photography thing. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's been a good start to 2019 so far, and I hope to continue in that same vein. Take it easy, folks.